I invite Jenny's loved ones who have transitioned to come forward. A name would be good.
Yeah.
Or,
So my brother Cliff.
okay, let's just go there. Was he a smoker?
Well, no, but he did chew tobacco constantly his whole, as long as I can remember. So that's tobacco, yeah.
He's originally, he's just telling me he's sorry for leaving you so soon. But I wanted to validate this is him, besides the chewing tobacco. Cliff, is there something else that you can share with me that will help Jenny validate this is you? I think he's, you already told me, but I think he's telling me about the cat that he may have over there with him. But is there something else that you can tell me? He's showing me a picture, like an 8x10 picture. Is there anything else that, if these are all like sort of common things, but is there anything specific to Jenny that you and only you and Jenny may know that you can share with me? I'm seeing like four-wheelers, like a, it's not a dirt bike, but it's like a four-wheeler, if you know what I mean. Does that make any sense to you? Does that relate to Cliff at all?
Well, he was a car guy.
Okay. But you know what I mean by like it's like a mini bike, but it's a four-wheel mini bike. Did he ever run those? Okay.
No.
Okay. Thank you. Let me just keep going back and seeing what he's telling me. But he's showing me like go-karts. Is there did he do anything with go-karts? I don't know why I'm seeing these four-wheel little, like a loud engine, like you would hear with a mini bike or four-wheeler. What about any kind of racing? I don't know what he's showing me. So what I'm seeing is I have like a dark leather jacket on and blue jeans. And I have my hands in the pocket and I feel keys. And he has some sort of like a work boot. I don't know if he wore work boots rather than sneakers, sort of like a work boot kind of thing. Does that make sense to you, Jenny?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And go back to the cat. Like you kind of slipped over the cat, but there's different cats. Can you zero in on the cats?
Okay. He was showing me that there was a cat there with him, but you had already mentioned that, so that's why I skipped.
It could have been his cat, or could have, he had cat, so he was kind of a cat whisperer.
Ah,
so that would be very important.
You're right. He was an animal communicator. He said he could talk to them, they would understand him. He would just have to look at them and sort of like have like an energy about them, and they would know what he was.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He had some control, some nonverbal control. He had like he would either look at them, have them look at him. He said they shared DNA. I'm not exactly sure how that fits in, but that's what he said.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Well, I mean, if you wanted to take it further, like, what is that extraterrestrial group that looks like cats?
The Lyrans.
Okay, well, maybe he's has DNA of a Lyran. I don't know. Wow, so he and the cats share DNA. That's really interesting.
He said he wasn't as stealth as the cat. He would like to have been more like them, more stealth. He appreciated that ability in the cats, and that's something that he try to resonate with, the stealthiness, and he did show me like a big cat, like a jaguar or panther kind of cat.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's had, the cats are part of his soul family, and that these cats incarnate with him when he incarnates, like he's had several lifetimes with them, and shares the DNA as well and comes back. Um,
He was definitely very, very special with cats. I mean, everybody talked about it. We're like, oh wow, like, it was like he could read their minds, they could read his mind. He could any kind of really any kind of animal, but specifically most, cats, but he was really an animal whisperer too. But we didn't know what
mhm,
that was back then.
mhm,
We didn't have a
mhm.
word for that.
He was aware of it and he loved to use it, and he didn't know what it was called, but he knew that he had a special ability that others didn't, and he enjoyed interacting and challenging himself with the animals,
Yeah.
and just testing it every time. Oh, he wants to give you a big hug. He says, my sister needs a big hug from me. I'm going to give her a big hug. He's so sweet. He said he worked too much. He drank. He liked the beer too, I think. Beer was his choice. Said he's showing me beers after work. He's showing me like a medallion. It's like a round necklace. Almost looks like maybe has like a star in it, but it's like a round necklace. Did he wear any kind of medallions around his neck?
I don't know, actually.
Okay. May have been from a past lifetime that he's showing me as well. It does remind me of sacred geometry. He's going to be sending you messages. He's telling me. Oh, Jen, he says he has telepathy with you too. He's going to be sending you some messages, and watch for the sacred geometry messages. Watch for the sacred geometry to pop up in, whether you see it online or whether you see it, on a billboard, or whether you find something, open something, a drawer or something, it'll be there. Um, he wants to connect with you. He wants to connect with you. He wants to send you signs. He wants to give you a hug. Does he like spearmint, or did he like spearmint gum? Oh, he probably did, because he chewed tobacco. He had to have the gum in there too, right? Or
Yeah.
do you I'm tasting spearmint, like he needed a breath of freshener.
Oh, yeah, he really loved mint. He loved, like, he did love mint. Like, on his birthdays when he was a kid, he would get ice cream and they would pour cream de mint over top of it to make it
Ah,
cream. And
spearmint. I see the green mint. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on
The
his
nat
60th birthday, we took him out to dinner, and I ordered, had the restaurant make like ice cream and pour cream de mint liqueur over it. That was fun.
He does want to connect with you. He says that he's closer than we all think. He says that it did take him a while to come in and talk to me, but he seems to be talking a little bit more now. And I think he wanted to see if I could detect him. He was kind of like hiding in the shadows, kind of like waiting to see, can she figure me out? If she can, I'll step forward. If she can't, she's not.
Well, he's kind of quiet, so it takes a while to
Okay.
get him. It really does take a while to get him, and usually
Okay.
other people show up first. So
Okay.
you did really good getting him. Yeah,
All right.
he was always like definitely an introvert. He
Mhm,
didn't like to go out too much.
mhm, mhm.
the opposite of me.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and release Cliff's energy and let him step back. He said he's not going far. He's sending you lots of love. He says he's watching out for you. He's watching over you, and he is going to help you. Ask him for help. Ask him for assistance. Ask him for signs. He can help you. And if he can send the angels in to help you. Invite them in. All right, I'm going to let him go. So that was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, he's a very gentle, loving soul.
Yeah. You both are.